Dela write my MVVs. Welcome. Chai Abasimimbok. Abasimimbok. Oh. Even Israeli and Palestinian fights used to have some break. Habamana. Hey, hey, hey. Royal Wahala between Olori Ronke and Olori Mariam yet again over Ooni of Ife's traditional designer. Hey, it's not a small thing. No. Allegedly, they say there is a royal war in the palace now that has to do with the person that is designing Ooni of Ife's traditional clothes. Okay, let me tell you how this thing happened. Though. Allegedly, do not forget that Delaram will always tell you the truth that I am not living in the palace of the Ooni of Ife. These are all alleged news. You know that Olori Ronke is into Adire, right? She is the owner of London Fashion Week and the Nigerian Fashion Week, okay? And now she's into fashion, and her own fashion is Adire. You see, when she comes out, you see the way she combines those clothes. It's because they are into tie and dye, those Adire things and all of that. She's promoting it around the globe, okay? And, you know, this is being produced from Ile-Ife. They have a factory. They say that's the business she has been doing with the Ooni of Ife. Even since they were friends and, you know, while Nami was there, they were using the cover of Adire, doing factory and all of that, and she was entering Ooni of Ife to a point where she desired to be with Ooni of Ife. Nami did not know. Nami thought that it was all about Adire designs. So now, when she came into the, you know, God has a way of doing things, okay? When Nami got married to the Ooni of Ife, you do know that Naomi is a fashionista. Her fashion is unparalleled. So Nami took over the designs of Ooni's costumes. Now, you look at Ooni of Ife. Ooni of Ife comes out in white, brilliant white every time because he is a king that represents light to his people, the Yoruba people in the entire world. Okay, so if you're not careful, you might mistake it to be that he's using the same white. They say every outing, you see those plenty things he wears. He will wear one inside, wear one outside, wear this, wear plenty. That they make them like, he wears up to like 4, 5 different attire on top of each other, okay? And they represent something in their royal, you know, tradition. And they say every outing, everywhere he goes to, is a new, brand new one he has. That they have a whole suit up and down, filled up with Ooni of Ife's costumes, okay? So right now, it was Nami who took over. What that meant was that Nami was the one who was sourcing fabrics for the designer to use to design those things for every outing that Ooni went for. That they were sourcing fabrics best of 100% cotton. They say he does not use anything other than 100% cotton. Like when we say 100% cotton, we are talking about defined 100% cotton. So it was Naomi. But after they managed to push Naomi out of the palace, they fired the designer that Naomi had brought and kept in place to be making Ooni's costumes. Then, you know, while this drama was going on, Olori Ronke had taken over that Ooni's traditional costume design, and she brought her own person who was designing. So as you see the royal palace now, it's important for you to understand that there is a budget that is meant for Ooni's clothing, okay? And they say that budget is very huge, okay? And so Ronke is the one who is handling that budget because she's the one who makes sure that Ooni goes out. She's the one who's sourcing for the fabrics and giving them to design. She's the one who is drawing all of those designs that they are using for each outing and all of that. And she is obviously making a lot of money out of it. And of course, it's understandable if you say Ronke should be in charge of that. The reason is because she is into fabric. She makes fabric. She's doing Adire. She does a lot of Adire, the white ones and all of that. So right now, Ronke has been the one handling this whole thing, though. And this is not to say I am not citing Ronke. I will not cite them because all of them are fighting Queen Naomi. So I do know that there is a place to call a spade a spade. But let me just state it the way it is. Ronke has been the one handling this thing the entire time. All of a sudden, Mariam woke up from nowhere to fire the traditional designer. Ooni of Ife traditional designer, the person who designs Ooni's traditional costume, the man, Mariam fired the man and brought in some other person. They say the person Mariam brought this time is an Igala boy who is into fashion right there in Lagos. He's doing very well. He designs all of these senator suits, big clothes for people in the US and all over the globe. He makes a lot of money. Almost the same Mariam went and harvested that one in Lagos to come to Ife. And the worst of it is that they said that she got a place, machines, and all of that. And that one was supposed to come from Lagos to be doing designs for Ooni of Ife. How do you, if this thing that they are saying, that the man is well rooted in Lagos with everything, how is it possible that Mariam could have harvested him and he agreed to follow Mariam to Ile-Ife? Now, they said on a Monday morning, when Ronke came back to her Adire factory, designer was not there. Because the designer who is designing Ooni of Ife's clothes is always there. He comes to work 5 times a week, like every other person, because Ooni is always going out and Ooni is always needing new clothes to use, okay? And so the man was not there. She now asked what happened. They now told Ronke that the man left out of anger, that Mariam had come to fire the man. What do you people call this kind of a thing? Is it called cross-carpeting? Or what gives these people this kind of audacity? Like, you leave your jurisdiction, you go to another person's company to go and fire somebody another person has hired because you call yourself Yoyo Oluwa. You say the company belongs to KBC, you're Yoyo Oluwa, you have the right. And the man too left without telling Ronke. All because they are not satisfied. They are tired of the situation, the fight, the anger and everything, and that man left. Now, they say when Ronke came, what happened to the man? They say the man has gone. Where has he gone to? They say he was in Kwara at the time that Ronke was asking after him, that he has moved these things, he has gone to Kwara. And Ronke said, why? They now started explaining, while she was away, the things that happened, how Mariam has brought in another fashion designer for the Ooni of Ife. Haba. In fact, the whole thing, you cannot even understand where it's coming from. That was how Ronke got so angry, and that was how the fight started. Ronke went straight to Ooni of Ife, and unfortunately, at the time Ronke got to Ooni of Ife will not pay attention to her because she already is in one hot pepper soup with royal charm, wahala. They say the backbones in the palace was turned upside down because of Mariam and Olori Ronke and Ooni traditional designs and all of that. They say palace was turned upside down, that the whole place was in chaos, that they were wahala everywhere. Ronke wanted to bring down the palace, and Mariam said it's not like it. It has to. The designs they are doing for Ooni of Ife does not make any sense. Ronke does not know fashion. Ronke does not dress well. Ronke this, Ronke that. Ronke is all about the money. Ronke do not care about anything. Ronke does not care about the Ooni of Ife. Why would they be doing such design? She goes out with her husband. She cannot look at Ooni's clothes. Ooni's clothes that is always white. Well, me, I have nothing to say. I say those of you who gathered against Naomi, that is how the enemy will be putting confusion in your midst. You people will not rest until you leave that palace. I'm going to bring you more update, my beautiful Dela Right. I will come back. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.